What's up, everybody? I was doing some discussion today with some of my brothers over at Live Bearded, and I was reflecting on how I journal, and so I wanted to take some time to look back at some of my old journal entries. I've done it before on a previous live, Instagram live, but I just kind of wanted to revisit some of my old journal entries, just to see where my mind was at, and to take a look back at where I was during some rough periods in my life. So I'm gonna go back, almost 4 years. So this was a Tuesday at 10:38 a.m., July 5th, 2016. I would have been, I would have been in custody on a medium security yard in Kingman. So here's what I wrote, and this is a quote. I believe Socrates: simple minds talk about other people, average minds talk about events, and great minds talk about ideas. And then in my reflection after that, kind of related, kind of not, I say, so many people have a calling, a purpose. What is mine? Does everyone have one, and many just don't discover it or fulfill it? I hope I can find my calling. I'm a passionate person with a big heart. I can do a lot of good in this world. I believe eventually I will make a difference in this world, at the very least my community. So, looking back on that 4 years ago when I had no idea what the future held for me, I had no idea what my life was going to look like once I got out. So I'm, thinking about what my purpose is back then before I even really knew that I wanted to start the recovery work I ended up starting in prison. Before I started even helping other inmates as a peer, I was still kind of questioning, what exactly is a calling, and does everybody have one? And so now looking back on this, it's pretty cool because, just like a year later, I would find my calling as a peer, helping others, and I would continue that same mission once I got out as a peer, with Community Bridges first, and then continuing on in my current role with Banner. So it's pretty cool to look back and see, I was just exploring the idea of what a calling is for somebody and what mine could possibly be. And so to look back on this and to see where I'm at today is pretty cool. So once again, it's the power of reflection. It's the power of journaling. I preach it all the time to members I work with, and to anybody I come into contact with, because, it's really, really cool to see where you were at years ago, to see where I was at some of the darkest places in my life. It's a pretty cool experience, so I'd highly recommend it. It's a cool thing to have in your life. So, that's it. I just wanted to let you guys in on a little bit of where my mind was at back then, and just share that with you. Thanks. Have a good night.